Guys, today my wife will be asking questions about Dricus versus Usman fight, which will be happening at 18 July. So there you go.
Hi guys, so this is Pranjal. I will be asking questions to my husband today. Recently I've started taking interest in UFC, and today we will be discussing about the fight which will be happening on 18th of July, which is between Dricus and Usman. So yeah, we are super excited for the match, and I'll be asking the questions now. So yeah, Heyman, is this fight really as one-sided as the betting odds suggest?
No, it is not really one-sided, but people are thinking like Dricus is a 185er, naturally a 185er, and Usman is coming from 170. But recently, Usman also fought with Khamzat Chimaev, which is a 185er, and he really gave tough fight to Hamza Chimaev on 11 days notice. So I don't think it is a one-sided matchup. Kamaru Usman really has the chance to win this fight as well. So this is not a one-sided matchup. I would rather say it is a 50-50 matchup. Next question.
Okay. So why is Dricus the betting favorite?
Yes, Dricus is the betting favorite, as I've already told that he's a natural 185er, and Kamaru Usman is coming from a welterweight to challenge a former middleweight champion in Dricus Du Plessis. So it is obvious that people are considering Dricus is the winner, and they are underestimating Usman, which is not a good case because the experience is there with with the Usman, because he also fought at 185 versus Hamza Chimaev, and the current champion Sean Strickland is also. Usman also defeated the current UFC champion, UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland. Next question.
What makes Usman a dangerous underdog despite his age?
Yes, despite of his age, Usman is a really dangerous fighter, because he is really experienced with the with fighting with the championship fights at welterweight division. And as I have already told that he also fought former welterweight and current middleweight champion Sean Strickland, also beat him. And then he also fought with Hamza Chimaev on a short day notice, and arguably won that fight, as most of the fans say. So Usman has a clear chance of winning this fight. We don't underestimate. We don't. We should not underestimate Usman for this.
Okay, so how will the size difference affect the fight?
Yes, size difference is there, but yeah, 50 when considering fight game, even a 5 pound difference is a lot. But as I have told that Usman is an experienced fighter, and he also fought at 185. So I don't think there will be a huge difference between DDP and Kamaru Usman, because Kamaru Usman is also a big welterweight, and I don't think size will be a major factor in this fight. Next question.
Can Usman's wrestling still dominate elite competition?
Yes, Usman is a decorated wrestler. It will be a major, huge factor deciding this fight, because last fight of Dricus Du Plessis was with Hamza Chimaev, and we all saw that how Hamza Chimaev exposed the wrestling, the takedown defense of Dricus Du Plessis, and he wasn't able to get back to his feet the all for 5 rounds. So I think Usman is also aiming for that strategy, for that game plan, to take the Dricus Du Plessis fight to the ground. But we will see how much improvements has been done by Dricus Du Plessis in this fight coming 18 July.
Has Dricus ever faced a wrestler as accomplished as Usman?
Yes, I guess Dricus already faced a greater wrestler than Usman, who is in the name of Hamza Chimaev. And Hamza's really ragdolled, really dominated Dricus Du Plessis in the field of wrestling. And I think Usman will also follow the same game plan of wrestling. So yeah, he really did in the form of Hamza Chimaev. He really faced a tough wrestler than Usman.
Whose cardio is more reliable over 5 rounds?
I think both of the athletes are having greater cardio. But if comparing among the two, I will give a slight advantage to Dricus Du Plessis. Next question.
That's Which fighter has a better fight IQ?
I think Usman has a better fight IQ because he has a lot of experience behind him, and as an experienced fighter, and defended his belt multiple times at welterweight, and fought at middleweight, almost defeating Hamza Chimaev. So I guess I will have to give a slight advantage with that to Usman. Next question, please.
Who has the advantage in striking?
I think advantage in striking, I will give it to Dricus Du Plessis because we all know that how orthodox he is when it comes to the striking. Even he outstruck Adesanya, arguably the best striker in the UFC middleweight division, by not by a lot, but he really outstruck Adesanya on the feet as well. So I will have to give it to Dricus Du Plessis when it comes to striking advantage. Next question.
How important will leg kicks be in this matchup?
Yes, leg kicks will be a huge factor because we all know that Usman has some bad knees. So I think if Dricus follows that game plan of kicking leg kicks to Usman, then going back to the head kicks. So Usman really has that tendency to drop the hands when in the striking action, as we all saw that how Leon Edwards fight went. The first Leon Edwards fight went with Usman, that he got knocked out by a head kick. So it will be a major factor for Dricus. If he follows that game plan, it will be a nice matchup. Next question.
Can Dricus stop Usman's takedowns?
That we really don't know. We really need to find out on 18th of July because we all saw that what happened to Hamzat Chimaev versus Dricus fight. But Hamzat is a much more well-rounded, decorated wrestler than Usman is. But let's see how improved Dricus is from that fight. How he improved his adjustment, takedown defense, getting back to his feet. We really have to see that. Next question, please.
So, what do you think? If is Usman gets on top early, can Dricus get back to his feet?
Yeah, right, like I have already told that we need to find out on 18th of July, like Max Holloway says. We are gonna find out Saturday night.
Who has a stronger chin at this stage of their career?
I think Usman took that kick from Leon Edwards, played a major role. I think Dricus has a chin advantage because he really took dangerous shot from arguably the greatest striker in the middleweight division, Israel Adesanya. Then in the Sean Strickland fight, he really was going forward and forward, pressuring Sean Strickland. Despite of getting hit. So I think chin advantage goes to Dricus Du Plessis.
Which fighter handles pressure better inside the octagon?
I think both of them handles pressure really good in the octagon because both of these athletes uh, both of these athletes were the part of the wars in their fighting career, whether it is Usman, whether it is Dricus. So both are great in that area.
What weaknesses can each fighter exploit?
I think discussing about Dricus, it is his wrestling, his takedown defense, his ability to get back up to feet. That is his that it is issue or a problem. And whereas Kamaru Usman's issue is that he gets tired in the championship rounds. So these are the two drawbacks, as we can say, each one can exploit. Next question.
Does Usman's experience in championship fights give him an edge?
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. Because Usman has been in championship rounds, championship fights multiple times. As we have seen, he has a really good wrestling in his last fight with Walkin Buckley. He really manhandled that guy, Walkin Buckley, but managing the 50-40 by decision. So yeah, Usman's wrestling is top notch there.
Has Dricus improved enough to neutralize elite wrestlers?
As Max Holloway says, we are gonna find out Saturday night.
Which fighter has more ways to win?
I think Dricus has more ways to win. If he manages to get Usman on the ground by his wrestling, then his striking is really awkward and orthodox. So there are multiple ways for him to win. I think I will give an ace to Dricus on that over Usman.
What would a perfect game plan look like for Dricus?
For Dricus, I will say that looking at his last fight with Hamza Chimaev, he should be able to defend takedowns from Usman, because Usman will be looking for takedowns from the first minute of the first round. So he needs to be cautious about that. And even if he gets taken down, so he needs to find the ways to get back to his feet. Because if Usman is able to pin him down, then it will be a 50-45 again for Dricus Du Plessis, and Usman will win this fight. Next question.
And of what is for Usman a perfect game plan?
To exploit Dricus's wrestling, that will be a perfect game plan, because I think striking, if you consider striking, it will give a slight advantage to Dricus. But I think it should be it will become down to wrestling area for Usman. Next question.
So, what do you think? What are the biggest X factors that fans are overlooking?
There are biggest X factors. One of them is Kamaru Usman's Kamaru Usman's experience, and discussing about Dricus is his orthodox style, awkward style. So these also needs to be considered, and it's a 50-50 matchup. I don't think it favors any one of them. It's a 50-50 matchup. Let's see who shows up on the fight night, and let us find out Saturday night.
Which moments in previous fights best predict what will happen here?
Sorry, please ask me.
Which moments in previous fights best predict what will happen here?
I think Usman will try to take Dricus down. That is the first obvious choice for Usman to get to this fight, because we don't know that how improved Dricus is on his wrestling after that Hamzat fight, dominated by Hamzat by all 5 rounds. Took him down at will, controlled him over the 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So Usman should follow that game plan, I think, because handling Dricus at fighting him at the, I mean, striking range is not a good idea. And I think Usman's experience will play a huge role in this, and he needs to wrestle this fight. Thank you.